do this, baby. All right, welcome to the Journey Into Nerdom Podcast, 14th edition. I am your host, S.R. Native, along with me, as always, my co-host, my brother, Mike, a.k.a. Forever Delicious, our broski, EJ, a.k.a. Zen Pixel. Dang it, I almost got it right.
Hello.
All right. Okay.
Not wrong.
Yeah, I know, but still, I was like, because I keep saying your gamer tags first, then I'm like, AKA your real names.
Oh, what came first, the gamer tag or the person?
Yeah, I want real names first, then your gamer tag, then your
tag,
your alias,
handle.
Yeah, your handle. Yeah. Okay. Today we're gonna talk about. Oh, by the way, I got a hold of EJ. Yes. I got a hold of.
He's here.
Hello.
Oh, what is his name? Dang it, I forget his name.
Landry.
Landry. Landry. I
Landry.
asked him about if he still liked Carol Danvers, and he said yeah, but he hasn't been keeping in contact since he hasn't been following her since Secret Wars, so like 2-3 years ago, I guess.
Has he watched the movie?
No, I don't know. I should have asked him that. Dang it, I will ask him that.
Yes, because he probably has buddies. He's like, hey, you want to go see a Marvel movie?
Yeah. I would hope so. I hope he's not alone. That'd be sad.
Oh, Landry,
we miss you, buddy. All right, cool. I'll ask him that later. I didn't get to go on. I didn't get to meet up with my friend this week because his boy his kid was sick.
That's fair.
He's got real life.
He's got real life issues.
Yeah, so his kid was sick. So we're gonna do it next week. So I'll ask him all of our questions then, hopefully. But yeah, okay. But first, we're gonna talk about what happened like just yesterday and earlier in the week with Star Wars. The Clone Wars trailer happened this week for the I guess they're just gonna make one season.
Yeah.
So
the final
season, the 7th season of Clone Wars, and we're talking about all the stuff going on with from what I've heard about Obi-Wan or the Kenobi series. I don't know if it's Obi-Wan series, but Obi-Wan or Kenobi series, whatever.
Or Ben, no.
Or Ben. Yeah, Ben. Series, but for right now, let's talk about our buddy EJ. Saw 1917 finally, not finally. I should say finally.
I saw it right after.
We saw it right after. Yeah, the week after we saw it, and let's see what do you have to say about it, EJ?
So, 1917 sounds already bad, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Like I'm gonna say something bad about it.
Yeah.
But my favorite cinematic shot is the one shot, and as long as you hold on that scene and before cutting, it's great. And this whole movie is just one entire shot.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And I did notice some cuts. Now that you say that, there's one glaring one at the end. But the thing is that it's shot greatly. It's shot great. Its sound is fantastic. Its cinematography and all that. It hits all those bells and whistles. But I didn't really care much for the characters in general.
Mm-hmm.
No matter how much you tried to. I cared for the guy who wanted to see his brother, right?
Yeah.
And I was like, oh god, I need him to go see his brother. I need something to happen. But spoilers. This is a spoiler review.
Yeah.
They kill him off not even halfway through.
Yeah.
Like after they get out of the trenches, they kill him off, and then it just lands on the guy, his friend, who is I see what you guys mean by veteran soldier and green soldier.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They're mostly both just soldiers. Just one has a little bit more experience and one's a little bit more naive. Because one apparently was in a battle where it was intelligence was wrong, so that's why he's more cautious. And the other guy, he's brought up on the glories of war. Like, why did you throw your ribbon or medal?
Yeah.
The gist again. And they kill him off, and that goes all the emotional ties I have because I don't really know this other guy. So we go through him, and of course the sound and the whole one take, how it's edited, it's great. I didn't expect Mark Strong to be in it or Cumberbatch in it because I feel like they knew that too because they shot him from the boots up. They didn't show his face until It was a crucial moment. The main character needed condolence, like, I'm sorry for your friend. I wish you were here 5 minutes ago to save us, and not like let us pull this guy who stabs him, which was pretty graphic, and I loved it because it was show everything.
Mhm.
Don't hold it back or anything like that. I wish they used the bayonets. That's just a personal thing. Because I hoped he would have ran at the guy, the German who stabbed him, and stabbed him instead too.
Yeah, that would
But
really nice.
that's just I was like, oh, cool, bayonets. I've never seen like bayonets actually used in a war movie. At least any that come to mind.
Yeah, it's
But,
weird. It's weird
yeah.
like that because every movie I've seen about World War One, well, it's just always all quiet on the Western Front.
Mm-hmm.
They always say like they have a parlay with like them with the agreement, or not, I should say agreement, not parlay. Agreement with with both sides that they would never use bayonets.
Is that like with shotguns too?
Yeah, I think so.
Why is that?
I
Because they
have no
use gas.
idea.
I don't know
Yeah,
why they
I have
draw
no
the
idea.
If I
line.
remember right, and I was quiet on the Western Front. It's more like it's more about not maiming each other, I guess is what it was.
Yeah,
Is that
since
before the
yeah,
ceasefire?
because I think it's just because before, like, because they don't want, because they both have issues in the trenches, right, with them having like rats.
Right.
Yeah, and they don't want
They show.
Yeah, they don't
Disgusting.
want. Yeah, they were just like, then they were saying like, yeah, we just like, I think they're in all quiet on the Western Front. It's just like, yeah, we don't want them to like have like, get like crazy diseases because of the rat, because like they have freaking rat problems or something like that.
Yeah.
I believe that's what it was, but they're still killing each other.
I think it's something along those lines because I know it's like it's brought up because he has his I think it is his bayonet and he serrated it or something like that. And he was like, yeah, like I guess they told you to do that in boot camp, but you shouldn't be doing it or something like that.
Yeah, because they have like an agreement, a gentleman's
not to do this.
like a gentleman's agreement on them.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the same thing they said about in World War II, not using AA guns to shoot down paratroopers.
Yeah.
And how can you mitigate that in the heat of battle? Like, hey, don't shoot the ones with the parachutes.
That is weird, isn't it?
Yeah, it's
so
it's
weird.
supposed to be unfair. And the shotgun too. I mean, like, it's called a trench gun for a reason, and it clears massive amounts of people.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure. Probably the Germans, because I think the Americans used it a lot.
Yeah.
They would shoot anyone in sight who would have the shotgun, like even if it was a prisoner.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. But anyway, long review short. I got more connection at the end where he told the brother what happened to him. I was like, oh crap, he told him, and he's like tearing up, but he has a duty to do, and he's trying to hold it in and not like cry in front of his men and all that stuff. And I was like, wow, that's when it caught up. I was like, okay, cool. And then that's it. And then everything's all right. Everything's okay. They call out the attack. And
yay. See, to me, I can connect with. Well, I sort of can connect with the dude because he didn't have any relationship with the brother, but he still had to go and like he was friends with his brother. And he still had to go. He had to deliver the message to halt the attack, but he also had to go and find his brother and tell him like, yeah, your brother's dead. I'm sorry. Like we're trying to get here first. We're trying to get here. We both came, but we tried to help somebody, but they turned against us in the end and killed your brother. Like,
that's when it hit me.
Yeah, it's kind of his fault though, too. Yeah.
Oh, that's
he was being
him out.
he was trying to help him out, but you never suspect that. You'd think he'd be grateful for not dying, but I guess.
For not dying a horrible death.
Yeah, for not burning. you
know?
Yeah, he saved his life and just like goes and stabs him because he's an enemy soldier. I was like, you punk! Why would you do that? Just go off and run away. Like, I'm not.
Yeah, just run. They just helped you out of a burning plane. It's like, what can you say? They're not going to hurt you. They would have shot you.
Yeah.
Or it's so ambiguous that the brother does it because he holds up his principles and his morals, and he gets killed for it. And then you have the other soldier who wants to like, hey, why do we have to do this? Why did you choose me of all people to come with you? And he's like yelling at him like, oh, it's your fault I'm here. I almost died. You saved my life. But
Yeah.
And I didn't really care much for that guy because he just felt defeatist at the beginning when they're walking and he was giving him bread and stuff. I was like, okay, this guy seems pretty cool, but he's going to go help his brother and save men. That's why he's in a rush. And if you're gonna like, hey, let's slow down, let's do like, no, dude, his family's on the line, soldiers are on the line. It's a time limit. You have to go now, and you can't just hold off on it. Yeah. And that's the impression I got on the other guy. So I didn't really care much for him, and I cared more of like, okay, let's go see your brother. Hopefully, you guys will make it through it.
Yeah, I think he was more just like precautious. Like, let's cool down. Like, I know you want to get there, okay, but if you do things too quickly, you might end up dead.
Yeah,
certain things. That's how I felt about his character.
See, I got that too because he's with the medal and all that stuff.
Yeah.
But I feel like that guy felt more akin to the brother. Like, oh, this is what I used to be. Yeah. This is the glory of war, the men beside you and stuff like that. Because he felt it's the closing, 1919?
1919 was when the war ended, yeah.
Yeah, so it's around its last ropes. So there's not a lot of morale high boost, and everyone is very defeatist, but they tend to forget their values and their morals at that time. That you just want to. It's not about the orders. It's not about all that stuff. It's about the guys beside you, and the brother I felt had more of the impact. Like, let's go save the men, and then the other guy was like, yeah, let's use our head, but the men are gonna die if you don't hurry over there. And it's funny is that the brother is the one who saves them out of the rubble too, and he wanted the food, or he was looking at the rats and stuff like that. The guy was hungry, and then he was next to the rations, and then he noticed the tripwire and then the rat and all that stuff, and then the brother is the one who saves his life. So what I could imagine is the gears are starting to turn about the war and all, like, what's my place in it and all that stuff. But he's more of the logic, and the brother's more of the heart. Yeah. And I associate more of the heart because it's true about all that stuff, but it's the fact of the matter is that you're trying to save people. Yeah. No, like, does that really need logic? But yeah,
that's my whole thing. But I would say it does, and it needs
the whole thing is not logical.
It needs both.
Yeah,
you got to remember you're going through enemy lines, and you just want to be precautious. Like, how you gonna do this? But yeah,
going through enemy lines in general and trusting surveillance that's failed before just throws logic out the window.
Yeah,
like this is new technology he's never known. There's no communication at all between the line. People are still in the same line. What's his name? The guy at the very end, the lieutenant. He's like, "Are you my relief?" And it's like, "When is the relief coming?" There's no communication at all anywhere. And they literally just told him, "Hey, they're in this direction. Go in that direction, and hopefully you can delay 1,000 or someone people to go die."
Yep. As I say, like, well, they said like they cut off their telephones or whatever. So.
Yeah, but this is a gamble, sending 2 soldiers if they're going to survive across enemy lines. So yeah, shot beautifully, cinematography is great, but the story is just it's as it is. It's bare bones. Is he going to make it, or is he not going to make it?
I just don't see how you like not how you, but just I don't know how because I can connect with characters. It's easy for me to connect with characters. Like, I don't really... Well, there are certain characters I hate. But, like, those 2 characters, I was like, alright, cool. I was like... Because they're both in war. I mean, it's just like... You're afraid. You're afraid of everything. Like, but, yeah, okay, you have your brother over there. But I'm just like... Like, you really gotta take it easy. You really gotta... Not take it easy, but get there quick enough. But you gotta be, precautious of everything that's going on around you. You're still in war. You're still in, you're still behind enemy lines or whatever.
Yeah.
The only thing I didn't like was the fact that the two soldiers after your brother dies, like, happens to pop up like right then and there. Like, you didn't see that happening all this whole time. Pissing me off.
Yeah, they said they came from the flare.
Yeah.
From just lack of when I usually watch a movie, not to like just this is the basis. Everyone has a clean slate.
Yeah.
I don't know anybody. I don't know anyone. I don't know who you are. I don't care who you are. I like who you are because I don't know who you are. It's a blank slate. It's like meeting somebody. The first impression is what lasts forever, and the first impression I got on the brother is that he misses home. He cares for his family. He's hungry, obviously, and that these two soldiers have a relationship because of the bread. But and then the scene where it's, oh, your brother and 1,000 other people might die. We need you to give them a message. And it's a really big gamble. You're not going to get reinforcements. It's just you two. So that shifts me to saying, oh, the brother, okay, I know that the basic ethic of humanity is that you care for family.
But he does too.
Right,
doesn't he say,
like,
no, but doesn't he say,
right.
he also tells him, like, he doesn't want to go, he doesn't want to be, like, he does, because he has a family at home.
Mm-hmm.
And he was saying, like, I don't want them to what is it? I don't want them to know I don't want them to be sad because I'm dead.
Right, it's after he gets like dragged out.
Yeah.
Or no, it's one of their fireside chats, right? Yeah. Your family's safe. Your brother is there now. The men are there now. Like, I get it. Okay, your family is safe and behind enemy lines, but dude, his brother is gonna die, and it's for sure. It's like if they told his family, "Oh, your family's gonna get bombed. We need you to go back behind the lines and give them a message." And you know damn well he'll sprint over there. He'll be rushing over there. So that's the impression I got. And he's like, "Oh, its intelligence has been wrong before." I was like, "Okay, that's fair. I get that. He's the logic. He's the conscience. You know, he's the one that's, hey, take a step back. But this is what we're going now." It's obviously he's close to his parents, even though his parents is a family. He's obviously close. I don't have a brother, obviously. Yeah. But I could see that a relationship between someone that's you've grown with, it's blood related, and it's just you and him. It's like Saving Private Ryan. I connected with them because this is out of 4 brothers, you're the last one. Like, you're gonna go hurry up because your mom doesn't want your mom to get 2 letters that, oh yeah, her boys are both dead, and there's something we could have done about it, but we didn't, or we didn't have enough time, or we held off. We're a dollar short and a day late, and he was a day late after getting shot the sniper?
Yeah.
And the helmet, I think that's what happened, and he hit his head. I think it just ricocheted and knocked him out. And and like people died anyway. They sent out the first wave, and then the brother was supposed to be in the part of the first wave.
Yeah. But I always say, like, well, he did his duty. He didn't run away, so I'm like, I give him props to that.
Yeah. Yeah, if they made a sequel and made about, okay, we've been through hell with him, and he wants to see his mom. I think that was in the first picture, and then I think it was the girlfriend or wife at the second picture. There's okay, because there's 2 pictures, like 2 grown women.
Yeah.
So but yeah, it's like I'm not giving it a low rating.
But it's just I'm just saying, like, I understand both of their things. It's just like I was just trying to figure out, like, why you not see the other part of it.
Well, it's the impression.
Yeah, well, like
the impression of, like,
because I understand you're saying, but I was just like, I need to understand, like, he, like, you want to go home to your wife and kids. Okay, yeah, cool. That's like a lot of people want to do that, but not a lot of people don't in war. But he wants to, but he still carried out his mission. He still carried out the mission anyway. Yeah,
at the end, that's why I'm like, okay, I feel at the end, but the meat of it, the middle of it is just, let's just survive this.
Yeah.
All right, and it's like he remembers his family after he meets there's a French lady who's hiding. Not French. I think
it's a French lady.
Okay, a French lady. She's hiding, but it's now is what I'm saying. So you can't do. You have to do your duty, and he did his duty, and it's yay for him. But at the beginning, you kind of don't really. I didn't really. I see him kind of like a detractor, because he's low morale, and you can say a lot of things. But if you're I'm assuming in the middle of battle, and if you are given orders, hey, we need you to go behind enemy lines to help these other people, you can bitch and moan about it, or you can just do it, knowing that what you're doing is for the greater good. Because, well, I was in ROTC. I was like in Army JROTC stuff.
I was gonna say, but he did it anyway.
Yeah,
but I understand. He was like,
at the end.
He got a no. He did. He went with him. He didn't have to go with him. He went with him.
Yeah,
but yeah, then at the end, after they survived,
he was a corporal, right? He was a lance corporal, and then the other guy was a lower rank.
Yeah, but then after, like, you know, I think he was just really upset because he just almost died there.
Yeah,
he almost died because, like, not stupidity from, like, either one of them. It's just like, yeah, they followed the tripwire and the gosh dang it, the rat came in, and tripped it.
Rat.
Yeah, a random rat came in and tripped it, and they both of them died. And it's just like you find out there's a reason why he got a little upset. Okay, yeah, he wants to go home to his family one day.
Yeah,
not them having sent in the letter after the end. I'm like, okay, for me that's logical. That's logical of like being angry at that point. That's for me. I don't know.
Yeah, and I think didn't the brother say something after that?
Yeah,
he's like, my brother's out there. I'm here.
Yeah,
what kind of man am I if I sit here in safety while my brother is knowingly going to die? And it's like, it's the counter argument.
Yeah, that's what I mean. They're both sharing the reasons why right there. Why they're kind of like, yeah, they don't want to, you know, die.
Yeah, well, he doesn't. Like, he almost died, and I guess nobody wants to die, but he needs to tell his brother. That's the mission. That's where the narrative is going. That's where the plot is going.
Yeah.
And whoever, be it give a reason to, like, hey, let's hold off, is irrelevant. The plot and the story are going. This soldier, he is very upset. He needs to see his brother, and he's not thinking about anything else. But you can say that he's also logic because they go through that not in the minefield. They go through no man's land pretty tactically. Yeah. Right before they go in the trenches, he puts his bayonet on there, and he's okay in the state of mind. He's not too emotional because he did tell him to slow down. He gave us 2 cents before they went into no man's land, and then they went in, on their own pace. But that's it. He just told him slow down, and then I don't really connect emotionally. I suppose in a base level, but do I get any more satisfaction from him doing his job or anything like that? It reminds me of Saving Private Ryan. You don't really know much about the captain, and he does his job, but you see Ryan's mother, and you see Ryan's reaction. Well, at the end, you see, like, I have to go home. That he did the wrong Ryan. I don't remember. I think there was 2 Ryans, and he said one, and then he starts breaking down, and then that kind of projects onto you, or it's like his brother, knowing his brothers are dead, and he's the last one there, and he has to get home because his mom's gonna get 3 letters at once, and stuff like that. It's the same thing with this movie. Is that you project your emotions onto somebody, not just the logic, but the human base. We have to save my brother. We have to save these men. But I don't think there was any logic person who's like, hey, let's hold on a bit in Saving Private Ryan.
Saving Private Ryan? Because when he tells him, though, that you're taking him home, he's like, no, I don't want to go.
Yeah, he wants to stay with his men, right?
Yeah, he wants to stay with
that's his duty.
And he's like, right? What happens if what am I gonna have to what are we gonna have to tell your mom? And he's like, well, tell her that I died with the only brothers I had.
Right? Yeah. See, that's an emotional hit because I have to be here. I can't look them in the eye if I go back. Look at the guy in 1917. He wants to go back. He doesn't want to. It's a completely different war, and it's more traumatizing, I suppose you'd say. But the fact of the matter is, he wants to stay in the battle.
I gotta go watch that again. I gotta see that.
Well, there's 2 because they're looking for Ryan. They don't know his last name, and then they bring up Ryan.
No, I'm not about 1917. Like,
1917.
Did he want to go back?
He doesn't want, because he says about his was it his mom during the first, not his family, during the first time intelligence was wrong.
Yeah.
He says that he barely made it out, and that the thought of not going home, and he almost breaks like apart in the scene. Like she gets choked up because he didn't know what to tell them, or that the medal was nothing because he's traded it for French wine. It's just a piece of tin.
Yeah,
it means nothing. But the brother says that it symbolizes the sacrifices you've been through. That at least you got a piece of tin, but it symbolizes that it wasn't for nothing. Like it goes beyond the literal and the physical. Becomes a symbol. That's why we have statues, we have memorials, we have all that stuff, because they symbolize hardship that we should not forget. Things like that. Blah 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 blah. Patriotism. Blah 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 blah. It's like what we have around us. Like, do we really need all this like stuff that it's superficial, or do we imply our emotions onto it? Oh yeah, this is when I got my first job.
Yeah, okay.
This is what I bought.
Yeah, that's okay. That's why I differ from I connect with that guy, because honestly I don't care much about awards. That's the thing about me. That's I think that's why I can okay, yeah, all right, I get it.
Well, no, not about the awards. It's about the sacrifice.
No, I know what you mean.
Goes behind it.
Yeah, I know what he's talking about, but it's still just an award. I mean, you still have the memory of your comrades and everything like that, but I don't really care.
Oh, it's emotional.
Yeah.
Like the emotional hit. So it's ironic because the guy who doesn't want to go into the war has to go into the war, and he carries, I think, a piece of tin with him in a box.
Yeah.
And then I think it has his photos, his family's photos. I think some of the belongings of the brother, the ring and stuff like that.
Ring.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Overall, I still like it. Still a great movie. Great movie.
Like a 9.
Yeah.
If I had to give it a rating, it's not really perfect, and the one shot gets exhausting.
It does. It really does.
I mean, they have cuts for a reason.
That's that's the one thing I was like, oh man, I'm really exhausted. It's because I'm always tensed up on how big those shots are. Like, oh god. That's why I there's one real good what's his face? Alfonso Cuarón. I know he does cuts in his movie, but he really does good one shots. A lot of good long takes in his movies. I think what is that movie? Gravity is not almost all one take. I know it's most of it is one real long take.
Yeah.
But
I think it's Birdman.
I don't like that movie either. But just yeah. Oh man. But yeah. But I like this one shot movie. It kept me interested in it.
Yeah, some parts. Yeah. Personally,
I don't know. I was gonna say most of it kept me interested in it. Going through everything and just knowing, because me and Michael have been around barbed wire a lot, so we know oof, when that dude got cut by it, and I was like, that is not gonna feel
you're
good.
dead. You're probably dead in a year.
Dead. Yeah, I was gonna say.
And you stuck your hand in a carcass.
Rotting corpse.
Yeah, so you're probably dead already.
Yeah. Me and Michael can verify for that. So I'm
the barbed wire, not
the barbed wire. Yeah,
not the sticking your hand in corpses. Okay.
Yeah, it's ugly. I've been around tetanus for a while. Oh man, but yeah. All right, cool. All right. Now that we've got that out of the way, let's talk about our usual stuff that we always talk about. And that is the War of Stars, Star Wars, ladies and gentlemen. Ooh. It's always in our minds. It's always. Let's see.
Looking behind you.
It's there. It's all around us.
It's actually behind me. I have a poster.
All around us. We're going to talk about Star Wars. Well, let's put out some good news. Let's talk about good news first. Clone Wars.
What are you talking about? Star Wars, it's all good news,
no,
right?
No, it's not, Michael. It's never. It's not anymore. Never. Clone Wars. Yeah, Clone Wars. The final season finally is going to go on Disney Plus, and that will be in February. I don't know the date. I know it's in February. I know it's next month. But yeah,
like
we'll
20 something or something.
yeah. But we will sit here and we will watch the trailer for the set. So let's enjoy this, guys.
Hooray! Here we go.
Soon,
We're going.
the galaxy will be remade.
In his image.
Yes.
The Jedi and the Republic
Interesting.
will
Nothing happening, Mike. They're just walking.
I mean, they're surrounded by
Since the plot
droids.
to destroy the Jedi.
Why do you want?
No, I was saying that's when I said interesting.
Oh.
We must take.
Why would anyone walk away from being a Jedi? We were trained to be keepers of the peace, not soldiers.
We clones have mixed feelings about the war. Without it, we wouldn't exist.
all part of the plan. The plan. Everything
That guy's still
is about to
alive.
change.
Spider dude.
They got jetpacks.
I don't know if it's groundbreaking, but
She's not supposed to look pregnant.
Every choice made has led to this.
February 21st. Yay.
Hooray.
All right. So, from what I've seen in that trailer, it's going to be probably before 3, a little bit in between 3 and after 3. Revenge of the Sith, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's going to be freaking awesome. Get to see them like just kill a bunch of Jedi. I'm brainless. I'm ready for it, dude. I'm totally ready for this. I want to see what I really do want to see what happens at the during and after the whole thing, right after the purge of the Jedi, the Great Jedi Purge, as they call it. And see how those, I forget his name. What is his name? What is the head clone trooper's name?
Tyrannosaurus.
Tyrannosaurus. Wait, who? What?
Rex.
Rex.
Yeah.
Okay. I was gonna say. I thought you said Tyrannosaurus. I was like,
I did.
yeah. I was like, Tyrannosaurus, and then okay, Rex. Yeah, Rex. I want to know how Rex and the other. I think 2 or 3.
Yeah, was it Gregor and Wolf?
Yeah.
I haven't watched it. I just heard about it.
Yeah, I want to know what happened. I want to know how they deal with this sort of thing, because they're the only two. If you haven't watched, if no one has watched the Clone Wars, they find out that they have a chip in them or something like that. Yeah,
an inhibitor chip.
Yeah, an inhibitor chip. Yeah, that will make them follow the orders, or make them obey orders, especially for Order 66. And they get them taken out. Those 3 get them taken out.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they have free thought, as they would say. I would think. That's how I think about it. They're in control of themselves now. They're the only ones. They're the only 3 ones that have a real free mind, as they would say. But yeah. I just want to see how they handle this. What are you guys doing? Stop that.
Yeah, or are they gonna have to sneak out?
Yeah.
Gregor, we don't know where Gregor's at.
Yeah.
Wolf, it was with Plo Koon.
Yeah.
And Rex is with Anakin, but at some point are they gonna sneak around like, all right, let's not shoot at them.
I'm always thinking that maybe Rex is the one that tells them to like. If you don't remember when he's like when they're trying to find when the commander, I guess Cody, is like asking that stormtrooper, have you found his body? And I'm pretty sure I want to say that's probably Rex that he's talking to. And he's like, no, sir, no one's gonna survive that fall. And he probably did find him, and he did say, you know what, I'm not part of this. Like, I'll get you out of here. I'll help you escape or something like that.
Yeah,
I'll tell you something. I'll tell them that we can't find your body or something like that.
It wasn't the 501st on Coruscant at that time.
Yeah.
Because like and Cody is
Cody's. Yeah, I was gonna say
Cody's Obi-Wan's commander.
Cody's Obi-Wan's commander.
Yeah, he's the Rex equivalent.
Yeah.
I don't know. Is he gonna be during the Jedi Purge at the temple? Is Rex gonna be there? Like, hey, what the hell is there?
Jesus. Yeah.
Yeah, like all young. Or is he gonna see Anakin walk out of the room after he wipes out those younglings?
Maybe they'll give us what's it called?
What happened to the
about
young
that? Yeah, what happened?
Yeah.
Maybe he doesn't. Maybe he doesn't kill them. Maybe he has a change of heart. Maybe he's not that evil.
See, I'm thinking they turn into Inquisitors.
Yeah, maybe.
Like he brainwashed them, or like, because there's Inquisitors and Rebels, right? So they have to come from somewhere. Right?
They have to come from somewhere. Yeah.
They're all Force sensitive, right? The Inquisitors.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Are they?
They're all Force sensitive, but they're not. Yeah, they're all Force sensitive, but they're not like Sith. They're not counted as Sith.
Oh, okay.
They have Jedi. They have not Jedi training. They have Force training, but it's not like it's very limited.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, that might be actually pretty cool. Honestly, well, I don't know about cool, but just
let's kill the kids. But yeah, Ahsoka's reaction. Let's see what's happening.
Yeah, Ahsoka's reaction and everything. Just everything that's gonna happen. I just want to see, like, what happens in that time. That whole point in time, Star Wars time. So ready to watch it. Oh man. Okay. What do you have? Do you have any thoughts, Michael? February 12th or 21st. That's when it comes out. So bow down to your Disney overlords and get it. Get your Disney Plus.
Disney Plus. $7.99 a month. No. No, I don't know if it's that. Don't quote me on that. I think it's like $6.99.
Yeah, I think it's 6 or 7. I want to say it's 6
somewhere
or 7.
around there.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Okay. I guess that's all we have to talk about for that.
I mean, yeah, I think everybody's just looking forward
I'm
to
just
it,
ready.
so.
I'm looking forward to it. Yeah. I'm really looking forward to that. But yeah.
Got another
Okay.
4 weeks.
Okay. Now let's get something a little more sad. We're gonna talk about the Kenobi, the indefinite suspension or whatever. Yeah, the delay or whatever on hiatus, or I don't know. No, not hiatus, but it's delayed until it's indefinitely delayed right now.
Yeah, I heard that word slung around.
Yeah. Reports are saying like Kathleen Kennedy is not what's it called? She wants the whole thing rewritten because she didn't like the scripts. But I heard like she liked the scripts, but now all of a sudden doesn't like the scripts. And now everyone's asking everyone like even Grace was like saying like she should be fired because of this. And I'm like, wow. I never knew Grace was like that. I think it's just because the back and forth with her, like the drama that never ends with her. Like 'cause she's constantly firing directors, writers, and whatever, and all that stuff. Yeah. And she was like, I think it's enough. I think it's fun. Like that's finally enough for her to just say, all right, off you go. And
I feel like that's been said every year.
Yeah.
And lo and behold, she's still here. Isn't she here till 21st? Oh, not 21st,
yeah.
like 2021.
Next year. Yeah.
Next year until her thing's up. Her contract's up.
but yeah, it's just like, but she already like greenlit everything. They were supposed to start production next month, but now like everything has gone to the crapper. They want a full rewrite of everything.
Yeah. Which I read about and why they're doing it, and
Yeah, because
yeah. Go ahead.
It was like it was too much of him. It was like felt more too much Mandalorian.
Yeah.
And him protecting Luke, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
That's fair if you don't want it to be back to back. Oh, like all the Star Warses are just going to be about dudes protecting babies. But he has to. Well, but she has to have a reason why, because she can't. If this is such as blown apart as everyone, or at least Grace is saying, there has to be some press release. Hey, this is why we're doing it. Yeah. So there's so many backroom deals and backroom stuff going on at Disney. I don't even know what's real and what's not real.
I don't know what's real either, because I don't know. Like I get my stuff from Grace. Well, some of it, but I also get it from like articles here and there on Twitter. But I don't know who to trust. Honestly, I don't know who to trust.
It's like, what was it? Ewan McGregor says everything's fine. It's not as dramatic as it seems. And people are saying, it is dramatic. People are put on hold. But another group of people said, no, it's fine. Everything's okay. We're just reworking stuff. It's too close to The Mandalorian.
Yeah.
Like, what's happening? What's going on?
I don't know. Just everything's just irking the heck out of me with this. Can you guys just give me Star Wars? Give me some good Star Wars at least. Come on, guys. It's not that hard. Yeah. Just give us a good character.
Apparently it's hard. Jesus, all the coordinating going on back and forth.
Yeah.
All the deals.
I shouldn't say that, because it's just apparently it is. And from my view of like trying to even do a character myself, or story myself, it is really hard. It kind of is.
Yeah, especially a new one, not drawn from decades worth of lore like Obi-Wan was, or The Mandalorian was.
Yeah. Well, I was gonna say, the Mandalorian, the character himself was new. What he calls himself is
his name is new.
As lore, as lore,
and everything else he has tied.
That's gonna be hard. I think it's gonna be really hard to like just appease people that kinda like. Well, I shouldn't say that, because they retconned everything with Obi-Wan during that time. Just trying to come. I think it's just trying to come up with a scenario around him now to fill in those gaps.
Yeah, I'm like, that makes sense in the lore. Yeah,
you can have him going like maybe, I don't know. You couldn't be on Tatooine all the time. It'd be like Arrow. Like apparently, like he was supposed to be on that island like for like 4 years or so, something like that. But like every year they came up with like something for him to
flashback.
They always flashback. Like there's like a point in the year like where they like how because he had Russian connections and no one knew how. Then like the third so the first season it's always him going back to the island. Like it's the flashback of him like surviving on the island and with like people, not people, just trying to struggle with the island. In the second season, it's him finding a group of people crash land on it, and they're trying to find a way to get out of there.
Yeah, Slade's there. Or something.
Yeah. Slade's there. Yeah, he learns the relationship with Slade, and he teaches him how to do this and that. Then, like the third season, Amanda Waller finds him there, and she takes him to China or something like that, or Russia, something like that, and he finds connections with like their mob, like with the mob or Russian mafia there, and like that's how he gets like branded tattoos on with the Russian mafia. So like he has connections in Central City with that, or not Central City, but whatever. I forgot.
Seems
Star
like a
City.
convenient
Yeah, it
plot
is really
device.
convenient.
It
Yeah,
just
it's
comes
a
out like, oh
convenient
god, he
plot
has a scar
device.
that we need to explain. Okay, it's on the island. It's where he got the scar.
Really is, honestly. And you like find out the League of Shadows and like the whole League of Shadows.
It's on the island?
No, it's not on the island.
Oh.
Yeah, it's like
Oh yeah, the League of Shadows. They're on the island. They trained him.
yeah. This is so weird. I don't know, man. This is weird. I don't know. I might be mixing it up a little bit because I don't remember if he was part of the League of Shadows during the time he was on the island, or it was after. I have no idea. I cannot remember. But I don't know. It was such a long time ago. Arrow has become really bland. So let's stop talking about that and go back to Star Wars. Yeah, Kenobi. I don't know. I don't know how you would do that. I don't.
Yeah, because you have fanboys who are probably going to call you out on stuff like, oh, like, you can take him out of Tatooine, but the Empire's hunting him.
Yeah.
There's Inquisitors, so if he's trying to protect Luke, so he has to stay on Tatooine. So, like, what do you have him do on Tatooine not to show, not suspicion, but to draw attention to himself while protecting Luke?
Yeah.
He's learning how to fight a different way.
Like what?
I don't know. People got staffs, right?
Oh, he just wipes out, he just fights Tusken Raiders for fun?
Yeah.
Like it's Fight Club or something. I mean, that's like.
I mean, because
really
I'm
hard.
saying, like, just to be like, he doesn't have, just though he doesn't draw suspicion with his lightsaber, it's more like he learns a different fighting style to deal with certain people or whatever, right? Like,
Yeah.
he's more physical rather than using the Force.
See, if they do that, it's gonna like, hey, there's this warrior in the sand. He
Yeah.
protects people by he does like he.
But
punches
maybe it's not
dodges.
even that like they're like, I mean, I would think like the first thing is like, you get those weird stories where it's like, oh, some punk kid like messing around on his land or something like that, and then he like defends himself or something like that.
Yeah.
Like he does his best to keep out of the eye of everybody else.
Yeah.
Not to draw attention
There's a lot of
or whatever.
scum and villainy on Tatooine.
Yeah.
See, that makes sense when apparently they cut from 6 episodes to 4. Because like, how long does it really take a Jedi to mop up Tatooine?
Yeah.
Like it takes 2 days to wipe out the planet. Not wipe out the planet, but during the Clone Wars, they take over these planets, and it's these huge battles, and it feels like it lasts for a day because it's this huge fleet, and they're just wiping out installations. Like there's one episode of Clone Wars where it literally took an evening for them to take over the planet, and I don't know.
I don't know. Like, I mean, because you also could do like how he survived on that.
Yeah, that's
out
true.
there, because I mean, I know in New Hope, I know that he mimics the cry of something.
Great Dragon.
That's what it's called. I know it's like a dragon, but anyway, yeah, he does that. So that way the Tusken Raiders run off. So it's like, you could go into that whole entire thing of him learning how to fend off any suspicious people or whatever, or species.
Did Lucas take that out in his edits? Because I feel like he did.
No.
With the,
Like stuff like that, and it's just
no, he
they
did.
changed-
He just keeps changing the
sound.
way it sounds. Yeah.
the way it sounds. Did he say
Yeah.
it's a Great Dragon?
I don't think
does it
they ever.
Yeah, 'cause
specified
that's in
that.
the EU stuff.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
I remember that. That's like something that they explain in they explained in
I guess.
in Knights of the Old Republic or something like that. It's like,
I
yeah,
guess
it's
a
like
Great
this
Dragon
thing.
sounds like that.
Yeah.
I think that's the latest one.
Yeah, that's what I remember. It's just a guy in like a pointed hood
Yeah.
running at you.
It sounds like a crate dragon. Oh my goodness! But it's an old man.
Oh, it's not a Great Dragon. And
I guess you can deal with like the relationship between him and the Lars family. I guess I don't know, because I know that they keep calling him Wizard in in A New Hope. like yeah, Uncle Owen keeps calling him a wizard. He calls him a crazy wizard.
Yeah, I was like, he's crazy.
Yeah, the wizard's just a crazy old man. Yeah, but I'm pretty sure he's just trying to keep him safe or whatever.
Yeah. Like that. Don't go to that guy, and he goes there anyway.
Yeah. All teenagers will do. Go to the old man's shack.
Look directly into a weapon that
Yeah.
father used.
Oh man, but yeah, I feel like it's just they back themselves into a corner making it anyway. Honestly, because you had to appease like the people that that know certain things.
Yeah,
but
it's kind of like
also, you also
Solo.
have to cater to both that and both the new guys, people that want to know what this is.
Yeah.
But here's the thing though, if you're going into it new with Kenobi, what the heck are you doing with your life? You gotta watch friggin' New Hope first. You gotta watch the original trilogy first before you even think about watching that show. But what, really? You don't think so?
Yeah, don't you gatekeep people
No.
on LT?
Yeah,
No,
everybody's it's just one of those things that people do it anyway.
Oh
Doesn't
yeah,
matter.
I'm sure of it. Then they'll ask the dumb question. All right, who's this guy?
Yeah, that's the thing. It's like
I'm not gonna tell you because you gotta find out yourself. I know who it is. Like find out and go find it out for yourself, and be astonished of like his accomplishments.
Yeah. So this is him and now. Like just build him now as he is.
Yeah.
And if you want to know more, sure, there's movies you can watch and anime TV shows and comic books.
Movies.
And there's a bunch of other stuff you have to watch, but yeah. It shouldn't pander to you have to do this to know fully who this. It just as he is. Just make it like the Mandalorian. You don't need to watch the other TV shows to know who the Mandalorian is. Do the same thing as Obi-Wan. He's a guy who's trying to save people, and you want to know more about
introduce it like that.
Yeah. Because like New Hope, they didn't even talk about. They just said the Clone Wars. They didn't really elaborate on the Clone Wars. And then we have the prequels to. Oh yeah, this is the Clone Wars. We have a damn anime show called the Clone Wars. He served with my father during the Clone Wars. Like that.
No, I'm not saying like that you have to do that. I'm just saying like it's hard to try to even. I feel like it's hard for them. Like
it's hard to come up with a story that can appease everybody.
That can do both. Yeah.
Like I said, like it's like Solo. Like he came up with the story, and it's just kind of like.
No, it's just like that's not it. That's not Solo. The hell is this? Why are these dice everything?
Like I don't even know there was dice there to begin with. It's like, cool, I guess.
It's just a prop that they probably, that somebody just probably bought and said, like, all right.
Well, who cares about that? Like, who watches Star Wars?
Yeah, I mean, that's what I mean. Like,
I gotta know where those dice came from. You know that
it's the most irrelevant thing to focus on in Solo. Those dice.
Yeah.
Like, how about his blaster?
Yeah,
like, or something like that. Or his vest? I don't know.
I was gonna say his vest. Yeah, I was gonna say his vest. Yeah.
His boots. He was homeless. He was like an orphan on the street. Yeah.
He gives him, or like at the end, Ben's wearing Kylo at the end of Rise of Skywalker, he's wearing his vest. Like
was he?
Solo. No, I'm just saying that.
I only watched it twice, so I don't remember. I know he gives his shrug.
Yeah.
His Return of the Jedi shrug, and he gives his Harrison Ford angry finger at Hux.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, cool, you are your father's son in some aspects. And you're super angry, or like, all right, that's cool.
Oh, man.
But his grandfather just didn't throw people, like, choke people out because they just asked them a question. I remember that. They're like, how can we trust these people? Ah! He just throws them up.
Yeah.
I'm just asking a question.
No,
I didn't mean to bother you.
I'm dark side. Anyone asks questions, I choke the shit out of them.
Yeah. Throws him out. Throws him on top. Just like whatever.
He didn't even kill him. Did he crush him?
He killed him.
Or he just,
I believe he did kill him.
Did he?
Right?
I honestly don't remember. I just
don't
remember him on
remember.
the ceiling just screaming
God.
or something. I
Oh,
feel
man,
like
that's how fast
he
it went.
didn't.
That's how fast that movie went. I don't remember it. I don't remember certain things that happened. Just like the things are like, what? Okay. Oh, okay. All right. What? Cool. Okay.
Yeah, I don't remember
yeah.
small bits. I remember the
Yeah.
whole grand of it, but I don't remember like, hey, what was this guy wearing? Like, I don't
Yeah.
know. I was paying attention to other stuff.
Yeah.
Like, what's the one thing we're talking about? That all of the ex-stormtroopers are black. I don't know who brought it up here. Speak up. I think it was Mike.
Oh, yeah, it was me.
And I watched it like, no, they're
a
not.
weird, like, random coincidence that they had to do that. Yeah.
They're two in frame, so like, oh, you're just assumed that they're all like. It's granted, it's true. Like, hey, are they? And then there's the white ones are in the back.
Yeah. I was gonna say like, well, you kind of assume since she's like, yeah, she also is a stormtrooper. Yeah. And they have the same complexion, and it's like, oh, okay, they're all black people, I guess. They all got out of their slavery.
Yeah. But see, again, I wasn't focusing on trivial stuff.
I shouldn't say slavery, but I wasn't either. I was just like, oh, okay. Free stormtroopers. Okay, I guess they all had that that feeling. Means they're all force sensitive, I guess.
Yeah, that's what I don't. That's one of those things I'm like, I don't understand. Because I know they were all taken as kids, right?
Yeah.
They're all kidnapped and stuff like that. It's just one of those things that's like, how many of them are you supposed to have turned or thought for themselves, I guess?
Did they say a cruiser? They stole a cruiser.
Yeah, that one and that the whole cruiser turned. Apparently.
Yeah. So I guess that's a whole ship.
Yeah.
Jeez, that's a lot.
Yeah, that's a lot of
Whole
people.
cruiser. No, we never
There's a
know.
lot of force
We don't
sensitive
know.
people locked in one area, I guess.
Are they force sensitive?
No, it's just
Because Finn is.
Because apparently they said they had a feeling, and Finn has a feeling.
yeah.
And like people assume like the feeling is like, oh, okay, they're not saying that, they're saying that they're all that they're force sensitive or something like that.
That they're implying.
Wait, was it
They're
Finn who
blind,
just had
yeah.
the feelings? I don't like.
No,
I remember.
she did too.
Yeah, if I
She
remember right, she
did-
does.
what was
she
she
did,
doing?
She said,
What was
like,
she
I
doing?
guess
She had a feeling.
They ordered us to order the fire on civilians.
Yeah,
I
and
couldn't
like
do
they were
it.
like, I
Like,
couldn't do it
we
because
all
I had a
couldn't do it.
feeling.
Well, that's the
Yeah.
feeling. Don't shoot civilians. It's a basic human feeling, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, but
mean,
they're all
Finn-
they're all clone. But the thing is,
They're
they're
not
all like
clones.
brainwashed. No, I'm not the same
Yeah.
clones. They're all brainwashed.
Yeah.
They're all
and-
brainwashed into thinking that. Like, why would how come,
Yeah,
like
like,
why would that?
Right.
But
Sorry, go ahead.
like that's very very crucial timing that a whole cruiser would like all of a sudden do that.
Everybody
What?
does and turn
Like-
at one point. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's
Like, okay, I
She
understand
said
it,
it
but-
started as a battalion, and then they took a cruiser.
Yeah.
Yeah, like the whole battalion. So
You said it was a cruiser. What is it?
well, they took a cruiser,
Okay,
but the
they
whole
took a
battalion.
cruiser.
Right, but
It's
they took a
battalion,
cruiser.
So it's
Right.
about a 500.
Well, it depends
people?
on how much a battalion is in Star Wars.
Yeah, true. Yeah.
Yeah. Like a
For all we
squad
know,
apparently is
battalion
4
could be
people.
like a squad. Yeah.
Because
Yeah,
like
squad's always been
there's 5, isn't it? Well, it's 4, right? Plus the squad leader.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Yeah. But anyway, yeah, it was a feeling.
They all had that feeling.
Was
Yeah.
probably
This
not
night's gonna be a good
unarmed
night.
civilians.
Yeah, I'm just saying, but here's the thing, though. Like, the other stormtroopers, when Finn had his feeling, not feeling, but his whole,
His
like,
feeling.
realization, they
Yeah.
didn't feel the same way. They still killed all those people.
apparently, see what I could get from that is he had a feeling and he went to processing. So what if they didn't go to processing? Or they didn't have someone like Captain Phasma being an Inquisitor noticing people? Because he was part of the main group, like the main battalion part of Kylo Ren's detachment. So if anything, these are the extremists. These are the xenophobes and all that stuff. And I'm guessing these are just another separate one. Didn't have people over like watching them like that. Yeah, because what he went straight back to processing, right? FN 2187. Why did you remove your helmet? Or something.
No, he didn't. He went and grabbed what's his
So
face?
you could say that the the Chicks battalion did the same thing. Go to processing. All right, they didn't, and then they slowly, hey, we probably shouldn't be doing this, and then we don't tell anybody because everyone's brainwashed.
Yeah,
we don't know who to
that's
trust.
like they're gaining their minds back. That's pretty much what it was. Yeah. But yeah, but it's just saying, like, I think that's what everyone's implying. Everyone feels like that's what they were implying, that everyone was like.
Yeah, I could see that because Finn
like,
says
okay,
it, and he says
I'm
it.
like, yeah, she was like a feeling, and they both said it. It's like, yeah, and I was like, okay, I can accept that. Like, I don't care. Like, there are a lot of force sensitive people in Star Wars. It's just like no one knows who they are. I feel like they are. There are.
I don't think they're force sensitive. I think it's just the basis of probably not shooting civilians, and plus it's like a Disney flick, so it's kind of rated PG.
Force sensitive.
Something like that. What's up?
I thought everyone should be force sensitive now.
Depends, I guess, how many midichlorians you have.
Yeah.
Because like Finn, was it in the outtakes or in the deleted scenes? That's what he was trying to tell Rey when he sank into the sand, that he was force sensitive. Like, I never told you I was. That's the remaining of the line before he sank into the sand. It wasn't "I love you," but it was tell her that he's force sensitive. And then what? Finn? It's rumored. I hate this so much because I really don't want Finn to be force sensitive. But do you remember Force Awakens where they blow up the planet, the Republic planet, the Hoven system, and the screams are there? Apparently, that's supposed to be that's Finn. He can hear the screams of the people because he reacts earlier than everybody else. Yeah, I see. There's a basis because JJ directed that, obviously, and JJ directed Rise of Skywalker, and it's like he was alluded to be force sensitive in that already because Kylo stops in front of him and looks at him like he senses something, but he doesn't really know what it is and just walks away. Yeah. The more you know, right?
Yeah. You also know that.
I mean, imagine where this thing could have gone.
What's up?
I also noticed that George Lucas wanted Tupac Shakur to play Mace Windu in The Phantom Menace.
Right? Did you know George Lucas handpicked Kathleen Kennedy to take head of Lucasfilms?
Because I was looking at stuff right here, and I was like trying to figure out like the whole thing. But I was like, okay, this is what I would remember. I was gonna say like the whole thing about Palpatine's army.
Mm-hmm.
But whatever, it's nothing. But I was just looking down and like all these things, and I was like, oh, that's crazy. I was like, just doing stupid crap. But yeah, I was listening to you guys. Don't worry, I was listening to you guys.
Okay, sure.
Yeah,
I don't know. I don't even know what I'm talking about.
I'm talking about force sensitivity.
Yeah, we're talking about the force sensitivity. Yeah.
Yeah,
and
I think so.
Like,
were we?
Yeah, we were talking about force sensitivity and how like
we're talking about force sensitivity.
I was saying
I know what we're talking about.
Okay, I was saying that I think they're all Jedi. You're like, yeah, probably majority. I would say okay, maybe they're not all force sensitive. Maybe they just they all someone screwed up in the First Order in that area. Whoever was in control of them. And,
they have their blood on tap or on file. They can know how much midichlorians they have in their blood system.
Oh, I'm sure they can. Yeah.
But if you don't see force powers, they're not sensitive. And also, at least in Finn's case, that's what it is. What the director said and what the scriptwriter was saying. That's what he wanted to tell her.
No, EJ, don't bring up my fantasy.
No, Rilo.
Don't bring up my
Rilo. Something I don't know. Rilo. I love that. Let's call it Rilo. Oh, yeah, Wedge Antilles. There you go. Okay. Too bad I didn't see that.
Come back to us, LT. What are you getting distracted
so-
on?
I'm really
I
distracted.
know. It was apparently
Star-
Wedge was.
Star Wars Facts on Twitter. Star Wars Facts. Or yeah, it's the handle. Their handle. Star Wars.
Okay.
It's pretty cool. It's pretty good. But yeah. Blah, 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 blah.
What are you saying, Mike?
I
Sad
don't
day.
know anymore.
Sad day for the Kenobi.
Yeah.
It is. It just makes you wonder when we're gonna finally get the show. That's all it is for me. When we're gonna finally get the show and what it's actually gonna be.
Yeah.
I was also wondering, like, how
Well,
often?
I'll just-
how often do these things have a bad time after she interferes? Like, because she interfered with Solo, right? And that did
She interfered
terribly.
Yeah.
with Rogue One, Solo, and I think those are the only two I want to say. But she did give Ryan Johnson the 7th movie or the 8th movie. So that's a
Yeah.
big
Yeah.
mistake in my book. I don't.
Well, yeah, wasn't there somebody else that was supposed to direct it, and then she said no, or something like
No,
that? Like,
it's,
I know that was Rogue and Solo or something like that too. But I thought there was already 3
Yeah.
directors in mind before Ryan Johnson came in. Or yeah, there was
As
3
much as
directors.
to my knowledge, there wasn't. Like they just gave him free reign.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wasn't dang it, no. Because he directed Rogue One. That's the thing.
Rise did have multiple.
Yeah.
Yeah, it had
multiple
Colin
people
Trevorrow. Trevorrow.
Yeah.
The dude that did the Lost,
Yeah,
do the
Trevorrow.
not Lost World, Jurassic World movies. Yeah.
Yeah.
But she's like saying like all that concept art is like, yeah, that's all like true. Which I don't really believe it, because like earlier stuff they're like saying like they had scripts of like what it was, what's supposed to be the 3rd or the 8th, 9th movie.
Yeah.
And he's like, none of this was ever written down. Like none of the and he would say that none of this was ever written down. Now he's like backing away from that, and I'm like, okay, I don't know what to believe. I honestly don't know what to believe.
But didn't he say this leaked script was correct? Or,
Yeah, but
like,
he
he said
also
the concept
like,
art's correct. Yeah.
Yeah, but there's also one point where he's like, yeah, because I remember like there was like tweet or something like that.
Mhm.
And they're saying like leaked. No, this is a leaked script, and he officially even went on there. It's like there was nothing. We had no script or anything written down yet. So I don't know where you got the information from. But that was before all of this. Way before all of this.
Yeah, like a day too later, the real script leaks, quote unquote leaks.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but yeah, I don't know. It's Twitter. I don't know. It can be fake. It can all be fake.
Well,
Yeah.
then again, it's also like how many of them were under contract not to say anything, though, too.
True. Yeah.
Or to deny this and that, because aren't all the actors coming out and saying like, yeah, we don't really care anymore? Is that what happened, guys?
Yeah. No, yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I don't blame him, but yeah, just
Yeah, no, because like how what's John Boyega's being really like, yeah, I don't really want to like because everyone
I don't
wanted
want
to
to think
see
about it anymore.
yeah, I don't want to think about Star Wars anymore. Even what's his face, Kylo Ren saying that, like, I don't want to think about Star Wars anymore. That's behind me. I want to get rid of that whole thing. And I'm like, well, you're doing pretty good like dramatic films, so yeah, I would
So go ahead and stick with that.
go ahead, stick with that. I don't like.
yeah,
It's
just
fine,
move
but I
on.
don't-
Just leave all our fanboys and toxicity, I guess, behind.
Yeah.
'Cause that's the price to pay to be in a Star Wars film.
Yep, it is true. I would think. But anyway, What's next?
I think that's it. I really think that's it because it's like
You
I have
don't
nothing
want
else
to talk
to
about
say.
the possible good news of Knights of the
what?
Old Republic?
Oh, Knights of the Old. I never heard it, so that's new for me.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
happened
it's
today.
That's all.
I guess we can talk about that.
Yeah.
And
Although it is EA, so I mean, you gotta.
I'll give them slack.
Yeah,
Have you played Fallen Order?
not yet.
yeah,
but
he hasn't played it yet.
You have it.
He gets.
have
He
it.
gets. I ask him. I ask him if I can borrow it. He's like, no.
He's never asked. He's only asked once.
I've asked you like 3 or 4 times, and you say
Only
no.
once.
Like I'm
He's gotta
gonna,
calm
I'm gonna
down
get
with
done.
this.
I'm gonna get done with Persona. Then I'll play.
Oh
and I'm
god,
gonna
you're still
play
playing Persona? How long is that gonna take?
Who knows,
Oh,
man?
it's a JRPG.
I
yeah,
even
it's
told him
gonna
he could take
years.
it. He's just like, no. Play. So I was like, okay.
Bull.
I did take
a
it
lie.
last time
That's
you
a
asked.
live
No.
fan base. That's a live fan base.
That's not a lie.
Is that
I
your
got a
name?
cat as a
Fan
witness.
base?
That's a lie. That's a lie.
Shut up, fan
Everyone
base.
out there listening. That's
Like a
whole
transformer.
Huge lie.
Cat as the witness. All right.
If you're a transformer, you'll just be a billboard called fan base.
Fan base.
Fan
base.
base.
Transform.
Transform. no, he'll be Decepticon
Yeah.
because it's toxic.
Yeah.
So fan base attack. Oh my god,
man.
Star Wars, Finn is black.
Oh man.
Fan base.
See, I can't really like say that's really toxic though. Well,
What? Boycotting
no.
a movie because he's black?
how many people actually did do that? I just want to know how many. It was like
Oh, probably neo-Nazis.
millions upon millions of people.
No.
Then I don't call that toxicity. Oh, well, I don't. Well, it is
What?
toxic, but I don't call that like I don't link that to the Star Wars fan base. Just a bunch
Yeah.
of assholes. Honestly,
But they're
to me,
the-
that's to me.
No, that's true, but
that's.
Oh,
But
that mean-
here's the thing. Okay, here's the thing.
Get out of the ship!
Oh Jesus. Oh Jesus.
God.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It's like it's 12 o'clock. It's
Alright.
11 o'clock.
sorry, what's up?
But I just don't. Yeah, okay. It's a few. It gets the story around, but I don't think. But I feel like the people that want to make it give it attention. That's the reason why they put it up there. And it's like, look at the fan base. Look at how horrible they are. It's like you're gonna put the whole fan base on check because of a few
Because a couple
bad
of
eggs. Yeah, a couple of
Yeah.
fucking. Or gosh, dang it, I did it again.
What?
There's
What's
a
that?
bunch of. I said the F word.
Oh, rated R now. What was
Yeah,
he-
I
oh, I
just
don't
said
know.
it twice. There's a bunch
Oh,
of
never mind. We're NSC.
stupid ass idiots.
Yeah.
Saying that crap. Yeah, I don't.
Well, see,
I
because
don't-
they're
I
the
don't
loudest.
Yeah.
They're the one that media sees, but the thing is, the people who enjoy the movies aren't saying anything. No one's saying anything to. Hey, shut up! Try
I
not.
think they
Don't
It's
do
just-
that.
I really feel like they do, but
Do
they
they,
just don't. They don't get the attention. They don't get the attention. The negative attention gets the attention. The positive attention never gets like really good
right.
attention.
And the abuse,
honestly.
and people quitting social media because of the abuse, that gets attention
Yeah.
too.
That gets a lot of attention.
Yeah.
Like, look at
Yeah.
the people want to put us in a bad way. I was like, I don't feel like I don't do that. I don't care what you are. Like, I just want to freaking watch Star Wars movies, dude.
Yeah.
Or great Star Wars movie. I should say just Star Wars. Star Wars with good character development and logical reasonings in it. Just not just
Yeah. I want to watch Star Wars without all the backlash and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Because
Like, of
a lot
course,
of,
like,
a lot of it's toxic because they're the loudest and no one's stopping them, and they're the ones
Yeah.
that are making the spotlights going on them.
Yeah, it's always gonna be a negative. Like the negative will always have higher interest to those people that like. See, you guys are horrible. look at you. It's just like, oh, come on, man. Don't put me in with this group because, two out of the 100 people said that or something like that. I hate that. Can't stand that. Don't do that to me. Label me.
Yeah. See, we could if you say it, but would you confront the guy?
Yeah, what? I'm like, hey, you need to cut that.
Stop watching like videos that have just people smashing on people and like, hey, probably not give these guys attention because it's not very productive or stuff like that. Because they're the loudest because nobody's telling them to shut the hell up.
Yeah. Well, it's the same. It's the same way on both ends too. So it's just like,
What, the people who are quiet?
No, not that. I mean, like the people that strive for, like, that make like that give the attention to the bad. The people that say like, oh, we're gonna put you in a bad way, and and we're gonna have a smile on our face doing it.
What?
It's just
Wait,
like I
smiling?
don't know how I would put this. It's just like it's people just trying to prove their point, and they'll always find a way to. They'll always find that, and they won't. And like they know it's not the whole community, but they'll always like say like, no, this is how they are. I don't know. I wish I was a better wordsmith or a better way to say it, because I have no idea how to say it in my head. Honestly, it's all jumbles.
I'm sorry.
No, I don't know. Whatever, it's fine. I don't want to get into a complete argument with that.
Yeah.
Am I going out or something?
No. I don't know. Mike's just quiet.
Or is Michael just sucking his thumb? Like I don't.
Because I'm trying to understand what you're saying, and I don't know.
Me too.
It's just like.
Well, like I said, I
can't know what we're trying to say.
Right. Yeah, I can't put it into words. Like that's what I'm saying.
Let's say Rise of Skywalker. Let's break it down. Rise of Skywalker, right? It's an okay movie. It's a complete mess, right? And then you have one side who says it's cancer. You should all die if you watch it. It's why could you be a Star Wars fan if you watch it? Blah 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 blah. Same with the prequels. Do you remember that nobody would acknowledge the prequels? They never existed compared to the original trilogy.
Yeah.
Like there would be people like, hey, what, the prequels? What are you talking about? Like we are all part of that generation that refused to acknowledge the prequels because they were so different from the original trilogy. And then you have the people who think,
you're lumping
okay,
me in with that. I never.
No, I'm
did.
not. I'm just saying in general, and just that's what I did that honestly. Did you say, oh, I like the prequels, or did you?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah,
both of you guys, right?
Well, I mean, at the same time, I never had that negativity come towards me either. So
yeah, I never did either because we never
that's good. Then what's changed
we never had
since then?
Yeah, we never had a place. Well, social media, honestly.
Well, you didn't have people telling you what's good and what's bad, right? You didn't have people telling you, hey, this is bad, this is good. You just had, I wouldn't say innocence in the term, you didn't know anything, but it was a blank slate. It was like when video games didn't have reviews to bash them and to play this. Yeah.
I was going to say, here's the thing. When we grew up, it was high school. Okay. Middle school and high school. That the prequels came out. Everyone that I knew that liked Star Wars loved Star Wars. And they loved the prequels.
Yeah.
Our buddy Steven, the one that I'm going to talk about. Yeah. He loves Star Wars. He loved the prequels as well. Like I said, we went to go see Revenge of the Sith together, like first day, like right after school. That day came out. We're like, let's go watch it. We're like, all right, let's go. And we did that day. And I will always remember that because he was like, yeah, like, what do I do now? I have nothing else to do. Like, I have nothing else to do with my life.
How about Phantom Menace?
The last Star Wars. I didn't know him.
Did you guys think of Phantom Menace? No, but
I loved it
in general. And then how about Attack of the Clones?
So then, yeah, I loved it because I watched it 6 times in theaters.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And honestly, it didn't like. I still feel like it's like okay. Like nowadays, I'm like, okay, this thing really slows it down, slows the whole pacing down, the whole pod race scene pacing down.
Yeah.
Back then, I didn't notice that at all. I didn't notice how I guess when people say the boring talk about trade negotiations,
like, who's
trade
they
and stuff
like who's told you that this is bad? You shouldn't like it.
They was
See what's
like,
changed because some people like the podcasting.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't then though. It wasn't then though. It was like after I got out of college, like my first year in college, which was 2000.
Oh God! Don't say it. You'll feel dated. No.
2007. 2007. Yeah. I'm an old man. I don't give a fuck. I'm not really an old man. Most of the people that
you're not even middle age.
Like, yeah. But yeah, that's when I started hearing like, oh, the hate for the prequels, and I'm like, really? I'm like, okay. I was like, because that's when I saw I saw that thing of like, I think it was, I don't know. But here's the thing though, too. We didn't really have internet back growing up where me and Michael, right?
Yeah, we didn't
really have it until, jeez, because we always had dial-up, and we're just like, screw this.
Yeah. God damn! I just want to see the movies.
We didn't have DS.
It's halfway loaded, so if someone walks in,
that's pretty much all we used it for. Honestly, because our
Napster.
Whenever our parents went to go out, we're like, all right, I'm gonna jump on this.
Let's become men.
Yeah, and we never went on sites or anything like that and stuff like that. We were just really out of the loop of like the hatred, I guess.
See, okay. Yeah, that's the basis. You guys, prequels, at some point you love the prequels, but there's a certain point where someone or a group of people said, hey, this is not good, you shouldn't like it. Right? Like you said about the pod racing the scene, you said it slowed you down. But I know some people love that scene because it's quick. So somebody changed your opinion of Star Wars. For the better, for the good, I don't know. Probably for the better, maybe for the good, depends on who you see.
I don't know if they changed the opinion.
Right.
I think it's just like, oh yeah, I can see that, but I'm like, screw it, I don't care, like whatever. But like, no one really actually came up to me or said anything to me about it. It's because I'm a huge dude, like not to like say like, oh, like that's because of that. I don't like.
Right. No, because I like Star Wars.
Because you've seen me. I don't know.
No,
like some people get intimidated. I think
it's mostly because they didn't think that you were into Star Wars, so it's
I think that's
like
what
the
it is.
impression that they would probably get from us. Probably, I don't know.
But here's I think that because we're Indians and we don't know. Like, I think people will still think that we don't know. We're not in the loop of a lot of stuff. But we grew up like on. A lot of Indians grew up on, Star Wars, Godzilla, just like those old movies, those old like sci-fi movies, like old Saturday morning like movies and stuff like that, Saturday morning cartoons and things like that. So we were really into like all that stuff. But I don't think a lot of people, not a lot of people around us were into Star Wars. I feel like, honestly, but we never talked about it. We never talked to anybody about it, honestly.
Okay.
Just for the people that knew what Star Wars was. If they bring it up, we're like, oh, okay.
Like, that's cool.
Yeah, that's cool. Star Wars. And we start having a conversation and everything like that. Yeah, that's how our my friendship with Steven happened. It's like we were talking about Star Wars. Well, also he was freaking playing a banjo and he was playing a raggy. He was singing the theme song to the Beverly Hillbillies, and I could not stop laughing. And I was like, this is my dude. This is my friend. I am friending this dude. Yeah. So yeah, that's how our friendship came to be.
That's sweet.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah, he taught me all the most of the EU and everything like that, and I was like, oh, I was really interested. I really was interested in everything like that. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. So over here after the prequels and stuff like that, I hung out with a lot of like geeks and nerds and film students.
See, yeah,
so a lot
that's
of
the thing
that
too. Is that we
right, yeah, a
didn't-
lot of that
yeah.
they tell you what's good and what's not good, and then that tends to
Yeah.
taint your view. So is it your view or is it their view?
Yeah.
So like if it's and then that just carries on like everything, the trilogy is the almighty and everything compared to the trilogy will never live up. So that you look at every other Star Wars now in that lens, but in reality, that you can never reach that imaginary pinnacle
Yeah.
with Star Wars anymore.
No, you can't.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And like back to the toxic people, back to the point of
Yeah,
the
the whole
point one of
thing,
conversation
yeah.
is that they tell you what they're the loudest, and they're the ones that tell you, hey, don't watch this, it sucks.
Yeah.
And like, who are you to tell me what to watch?
Yeah, see, that's
Because
the thing
I
too.
watch
I'm
Star
like-
Wars, yeah.
Because
Right.
yeah, I'm one of those people who are just like, if someone says that to me, I'll be like, dude, go F yourself. Like, I'll watch whatever I want. You can't tell me what I can and can't enjoy.
Yeah. But they
Yeah.
tend to be the loudest.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, that's what everyone, even in media, associates Star Wars with the fandom, quote unquote, the toxic fandom, the fandom menace, the ones that will come back at you and check your lore. Hey, is this correct? Are you doing this right? Does that make sense? Even though none of them have been in an industry worth $1 billion handling these movies and stuff like that.
Yeah. Really, that's what they say about them? I don't know if they ever did that.
Well, that's toxic. The ones who are the loudest.
No, I'm like, because I never read those articles, and I'm just like, well, like I know, like probably some of them do, but like the majority of the ones that I've seen or watched or whatever that are quote unquote in the Phantom Menace, they're not like.
Oh, is it actually a group?
Bad.
I thought it was just a.
Yeah, it's a group.
Oh,
it's like,
okay.
well, no, it's like I would say it's more, like a bunch of YouTube guys, people.
Yeah,
but they just have a not heavy. I should say heavy opinion. They just want Star Wars to be Star Wars.
Well, just let it go then.
I know one of
if
them
you want
just,
Star Wars to be Star Wars, just let it be as you guys were with the prequels.
Yeah.
Just let it be. Like,
but there's already established lore. Don't screw on the established lore of 1 through 6. That's what all they're trying to say.
So they gatekeep?
Not really. I don't think so.
Well, isn't that gatekeeping? Like, you don't screw with.
I wouldn't think that's gatekeeping. I mean, I can see how it could be. But I don't think it's gatekeeping, because I feel like gatekeeping is more like it's more like testing their knowledge against yours or something like that, or testing your knowledge against theirs.
Yeah.
As opposed to being like,
don't watch this. It's garbage.
Yeah, like, wait, that doesn't make any sense. Like, why would Lightspeed doesn't work like that, does it? Like, I think they've already established that, and like so many other things, that it doesn't work this way. Why did you do this?
Yeah, because there's something back in the lore and stuff like that. But isn't that like something that's unattainable? Something that say, hey, you don't know because you haven't watched the TV show. It makes sense in the TV show. Lightsabers don't work that way because on the TV show it says this, and that's canon.
Mm-hmm.
Stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. No,
it's the same.
Go ahead.
Go ahead, Mike.
Go ahead, Mike.
No, I lost my train of thought. Go ahead.
Oh, sorry. Come back, train of thought.
No, I was just gonna say, like, well, it's just like because they're just going by like, well, yeah, they go by the Clone Wars too and everything like that, and like, there's never been anything that says that has been like that has been what's it called for that way to use Lightspeed in any of the lore, even in EU, never has been.
So what if it's new? What if it's something that's the first thing you've seen?
It's believable.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, it's one of those things. It's like this universe has been established for thousands of years, and they're just finding out about it now.
Yeah, because they call it the Holdo maneuver after that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I could get it, like if it's something that they just didn't know about, right?
Yeah. Like
Or not that they just didn't know about it, but they knew about it, but nobody ever used it because why would you go on suicide missions like that?
See, like to bring up Star Trek,
but it's also a 1 in a million chance too. They also established that after in 9, and it's like, why would you even want to even do that with the 1 in a million chance?
Yeah,
of it succeeding like that. So it's just like doesn't make any sense.
Like makes sense in the made up science fiction sense, or makes sense in that
like no, you're quit. Okay, yeah,
like
it doesn't
what?
make sense in anything, in any of that. Okay, I'm just gonna say that it doesn't make sense in anything.
Because in Star Wars there are hyperspace lanes, right? And these are the freeways of the galaxy. So they're established because people tend to run into each other. Mm-hmm. And that if you don't use the hyperspace lane, you're gonna run into somebody. Like that's the whole deal with the hyperspace lanes in general. But I could see that why it hasn't been used in a military sense. Because if you want to talk about maybe Star Wars brings Star Trek, there's maneuvers that have never been thought of. They call it the Riker maneuver, the Picard maneuver, because no one's actually said, hey, maybe we can run I guess in Star Wars, no one has been to the point where let's run
no one's been that desperate.
Yeah, no one's been that desperate, or no one's been in that position. Hyperspace tracking is a new technology, but it's referenced in Rogue One. See, what I'm doing is gatekeeping because it's in Rogue One. You didn't pay attention. You're not a fan.
I heard it in
no, just in general. That's
one of those things. It's like
you didn't know the Empire was researching this.
It's also one of those things that somebody who's also wants to gatekeep could be like, "Well, you're bringing up things that are in the newer movies. They don't really count,
right?"
It could be like that. Yeah,
it's not canon.
Yeah,
like okay, I guess it's not like. Can we just forget about that stuff? Like, okay, it doesn't make sense. I get it.
To a degree, yes, but I'm just like, yeah, you can't screw around with the Force. I really don't feel like you should screw around with the Force. Just have it, like, it's a convenience now, honestly, I feel. Where it was more of a tool in, like, 1 through 6. I feel like. For me, it feels like the Jedi didn't really, like, you know, how come they weren't doing all the Force stuff that they were doing in this one, and like in 1 through 3.
Well, 1, 2, 3.
They're already established. They're already established Jedi.
Why didn't Yoda send Sidious?
Because what's the fate? Palpatine clouded his judgment. Had a cloud over.
And why don't you just go to the storm and see in the middle of the storm? Like, isn't that convenient? Like, oh yeah, he clouded. Like, wait, but there are multiple Jedi.
They could have nulled it. That's the thing.
See, you could have never found stuff that's built, and then that's the same thing with I'm not trying to defend it. I'm just saying that it's Star Wars. You can make everything up. It's sci-fi. It's sci-fi. The original trilogy was opera. Okay, we can all agree with that. That was sci-fi opera.
I can't agree with that.
Yeah, it was it was mythos, right?
Yeah.
Right, but now it's being rooted in science fiction. So you have to. What's the Force? It's midichlorians. If you have enough midichlorians, you're ultimate Jedi. This young kid has more midichlorians than the Grand Master of the Jedi Order. How is that possible? Oh, it's because, and there has to be a reason. Everything from the trilogy, it was you just accepted the Force as it is. The Force, it moves around us, it surrounds us, it penetrates us. But nowadays, you have to explain every little thing. And you can't just accept it anymore. Whether or not that's an issue, it depends on you.
It's a total big issue for me. I feel like.
Yeah, like
because then what's the point of
prequels? They have to explain everything. Like, oh, how is Vader so OP? Oh yeah, he's the chosen one. How is he the chosen one? Oh yeah, he's made out of midichlorians. You have to explain. That's the problem with Marvel films, that they dumb it down to you. Who's this? Oh yeah, he's that. Who's it? And that's the biggest issue. It's with all of them is that they hand feed you everything. You can't accept it anymore. So is it the movies that change with us, or is it the demographic, the fans that want that stuff now? Because recently I spoke to a friend's mother, and she's like 60 something, and she watched the original trilogies in theaters. Right, she's the OG of the OG. She's watching in theaters like 3 times and stuff like that, or 5 times. She saw Rise of Skywalker and she loved it because she doesn't think about what's this, what's that, what's here, what's there. She just watched it as is.
Trying to process this. So
And stuff. Yeah.
So she didn't have to have it.
Nope. She didn't have any people telling them what to do. She didn't have any. She watched all of the Star Warses and she enjoyed it as space adventures. She didn't question, because movies nowadays you can't watch them combatively. You won't enjoy them in the end. You just have to go along with the ride. Sure, yes, fair. There are plot holes, glaringly. There's a lot of production stuff, editing stuff, glaringly. But if you want to nitpick that, the film is a sum of all of that. And if you got hooked up on one scene and that ruined the whole movie for you, then I guess you can't be happy with anything nowadays. And stuff like that. Yeah.
I'm trying to think.
Dead
No,
noise,
just
noise.
no, because I agree with you to an extent. I just like trying to like process.
Yeah, I'm
it
not
and
trying to
just, like,
convince you about anything.
Like,
that's
no,
just
but
that's
it
just
feels like
my.
you are. That's all.
Oh no,
is.
no, I we've had these discussions a lot, and I'm not trying to argue it. That's just how I see it as it is.
Yeah.
Is that Star Wars has evolved as much as the demographic and the fans have evolved.
So it's become stupid.
You want to say it's your words, not my words.
It's not. Well,
I mean,
if you want to accept plot holes, if we want to accept plot holes and bad writing and stuff like that, then yeah, okay, I guess. I mean, people Revenge of the Fallen is $1 billion movie.
Yeah,
as well.
Exactly. How did you? Even at some point, was it last night? They said, "Hey, stop making these movies. These movies are horrible."
Yeah,
because that's mostly the thing is the Transformers are mostly for China.
The thing is, yeah,
but
I can say
the original trilogy from the Rise of Skywalker. Look at the narrative difference.
Yeah,
the pacing difference.
I will double down on that because I feel like because we're spoon fed a lot, and it's just like we have become dumb. Like cinematic wise, it's become really horrible. Honestly, I feel like there's only like maybe about a handful of movies every year that I'm like, these are enjoyable. This is enjoyable. And there are also guilty pleasures that I like too. Yeah, I can say that too. Like, everyone has their different tastes, but like, shoot, my biggest guilty pleasure is
Resident Evil.
Yeah, Resident Evil.
Yeah, and you don't have any fanboys. Like, hey, it's not Resident Evil. It's not. Don't read it. It's not Resident. Like, just go with the flow, dude.
One of those things is like, if they want to come at you with that, it's like, obviously, it's not.
Yeah. And then look at Star Wars.
Yeah, it's like I don't know why I like them. Like I can always say I don't know why I like them, but I sort of do. But I'm gonna say to them, but I don't watch them all the time. Like every time, like if they're on, I'll be like, all right, whatever, I'll watch it. But it's just like it's cool, I guess. I don't know. I don't know why I watched the whole thing through and through. Like it still amazes me. Like why did I watch this?
It's because it's out there. I haven't watched it. But I see the stakes and the ridiculousness.
And again, some people defend Ghostbusters 2016 or whatever the hell.
See, I can even see why that's a thing. Why not? They wanted to do their own thing. It didn't work out. Then end of story. Period.
It should have been end of story. It didn't work out. But
like who's bringing it up? Like who the hell? Calm down, guys. It's over. Yeah. The movie's out already. Just put a pin on it.
Like but it's always like that. Let it go. I always feel like that too. Like just. Let it go, but since the new one's coming out, it's been coming back to it because the director of that one said like, hope we get a crossover. And it's like, oh no, I don't think so, but whatever.
I mean, in the comics they exist.
But yeah,
I guess
I will say that honestly, I feel like we have become more. how I would say it. Not, yeah, I could say dumb, but that's not really.
We're moving
Intellectually-
towards science. If you want to really talk about mythologies and about philosophical stuff, when 1977 came out, Star Wars, it was the generation then. What I see is more accepting of anything that will happen will happen. People accepted the Force. They didn't want it to be, because a lot of it comes down to, like religion. You accept something even though you can't physically see it. Right, and that's what Star Wars is rooted in, with, was it Christian values and Taoism and stuff like that, and that generation of people accepted it as is without needing to be clarified, without needing it to be like, hey, the Force is midichlorians in your blood count, and Anakin, oh yeah, he used to be a good guy during the Clone Wars, blah blah blah. Like, they didn't even care about the Clone Wars. Until they made a series about the Clone Wars.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a timeline. You could see from Rise to original trilogy, and why did Lucas sell it to Disney in the first place? Because they weren't fun to make. Because people shed it on the prequels. And it's like it's a cause and effect.
Yeah. Some water. Oh man. Yeah. I'm just gonna say, just not gonna, yeah. I don't really, I would say, I don't know. I don't know how I would say it, honestly.
Or if you have to say blatant, go ahead and say blatant. I'm not gonna be
blatantly.
Yeah, if that helps you get your thoughts out,
it's just
say
like
blatantly.
It's just nothing like. It's not like no. Screw your opinion. No, it's just like just the whole thing. I can't accept it being that this
You can't accept Star Wars as it is now.
Yeah, mishandled or whatever. Just like, really, this is the best you can come up with. Just not like just. But then again, I'm pretty sure people probably thought of it. Probably thought of the prequels that way too. Like, really, this is the best you can come up with.
Yeah, they came out with fanboys. Like, what if it sucks?
Yeah.
With Phantom Menace. That's the main conundrum with Star Wars I've seen a lot.
Yeah, I was gonna say that they love it at first. They're going through this whole entire process of going to go see the first film. Then they do all that, and like their buddy is the only one that gets to go and watch it. And,
because he's dying, right?
At the end, he's just like, and at the end they're just like, wait, what happens if it sucks? Just like, like, and I saw that with my buddy Steven too, and he was like, "That's bullshit." People were really flocking to go see that movie. Like, no one even thought of it until probably after the movie, and it's just like, he was just like really upset about that part.
Yeah,
I think that's what, like, he was like, I was fine with the movie, a fan of fanboys until that part. He was like, that thing is all bull, because he was really upset about that part.
Yeah,
I was like, wow,
I could see from that part.
Yeah.
Was that Mike?
No, that was me.
Oh,
that was me. I'm taking a drink of water, like have a frog in my throat.
Yeah, that's what I see about Star Wars a lot. Is that people see it as, when they watch it, they see it as kids, and they get so it's our childhood. It's part of us. It's part of who we are.
Yeah.
And we feel as though because it's part of us and who we are, that we can dictate where it goes and stuff like that.
I just feel like, do you want it to be? Do you just want it to? I just want it to be handled better. Not as just like some product, which it is now. Just as a product of something they can just like, here, eat it. It's gruel. Yeah. I just handle it. Just handle it just a little better. Maybe about 50% better. I don't know. Just handle it a little bit better. Give it to people that I know. I feel like nowadays people that grew up on Star Wars are people that grew up on it. Are directors now? Are the people that the people that should be in control of it now, or at least directing and story driven wise. I feel like they should hold it to a at least a little bit better than what they have now. I don't know. I that's how I feel.
Yeah, I don't really know, because I would like to say, okay, hey, Kevin Feige, take care, or Dave Filoni or something like that, because they have a good track record with Star Wars. But some way, somehow, of course, it's not everyone's gonna like that stuff.
Yeah,
there's always gonna be a gripe with something. Because Force Awakens was fine, right? But they still had a gripe.
Yeah, I'll say I'm pretty sure I like The Mandalorian, but it's it's treading a lot of stuff we know from the Clone Wars, like with the whole Black Saber and everything like that. Like there's a lot of stuff that they're really holding on to from what they created in the Clone Wars series. Dave Filoni and Jon Favreau, or no, Dave Filoni and not Jon Favreau. He had a hand in Clone Wars as well, but yeah.
Yeah, well, he was the producer thing.
Yeah, it's a lot of a lot of their stuff that they know. I don't know if they're gonna go out and do more stories other than that stuff that's really Mandalorian heavy.
Yeah.
Yeah. What a good conversation. People need this kind of conversation. Jeez, we didn't think we had enough. We didn't think we had enough stuff to talk about.
Star Wars, always
we finally got our stuff onto the podcast. We can finally say we've got our arguments, or not arguments, but our little things that our little things that we've always talked about off podcasts, and we finally have it actually on a podcast.
Woo! Everyone's gonna judge.
I know.
Woo! We're gonna be people are gonna give us our opinions and stuff like that. Yay!
Yeah.
Errors.
Yeah.
If that's your opinion. That's your opinion. If you can back it up, I don't have to accept everything.
Yeah.
But I see your point. Yeah. Shut up, Mike.
No, I was just thinking about that you just said. If you can back it up, that kind of goes against your whole thing right now, doesn't it?
What?
About being gatekeeping?
Like your reason why you like it?
Yeah.
It's like I can say a movie's cool. Why do you like it? Oh, because the scene really had symmetry and the sound was nice. That. That's what I mean by backup. And then I see your point.
That's
and I understand.
That's also very gatekeepy, right? Because you're looking for this,
analyzing the scene
for this kind of thing. Yeah.
Well,
can I not just like it for liking it?
Yeah, then you can. If you tell me, I can just like it for liking it, and then okay, that's fair.
I see what you mean. Here's the thing, Michael. We're looking at it as
I know you guys are both movie students and stuff like that. So it's I'm just saying.
Yeah,
right?
I get what you mean, Mike. I get what you mean.
Movie students.
Some people will always say I like it because I just like it.
Yeah.
Really give us give us a reason why.
Yeah. Yeah. Like the original OG stuff, the chick I told you about, the mom. She just liked it just because she liked it. She didn't even think about much of it. And that's what Star Wars is. You don't.
And that's kind of it's kind of what it should be at some point, right?
But everyone's looking for nitpicking stuff.
At some points.
Yeah. Aren't you the one who said you want to go back to simpler times? And I'm agreeing with you.
I am.
Yeah.
I'm the one to say. Darn right, EJ said it. Right?
Yeah. I just want to know your side of the argument. And it's fair because it's your side. I just want to hear it. I'm not going to try to convince you. I'm not toxic. If you like the prequels, you like the prequels.
Yeah. I do.
That's good. You suck, though.
You do
You're
too.
not a real Star Wars fan.
Yeah, you aren't either.
I read all the comics.
Yeah.
I watched all the movies.
So,
Ooh, there
what's
it goes.
the point? It's just that's what I say. I watched the movies. So what's your point?
Yeah.
You read all the comics? They don't count anymore, EJ. What are you talking about?
No, not after April 25th.
Yeah. They still don't count.
Hey, dude. The comics?
Didn't we have this conversation before?
No, they count. After April
Nothing
25th.
counts anymore.
Why is that? What's after?
No, I'm
April
just
20th?
saying that.
Yeah, he's just trolling.
No,
trolling.
just the whole entire thing with novelizations and crap like
Yeah.
Yeah.
With Mario.
But that was a whole other conversation with the whole thing.
That was fun.
Man. That was a fun conversation. Anyway.
I just never, I never understood that whole gatekeeping stuff, but yeah.
It's like a party.
Yeah, like I said,
why tell people you don't want to come to the party?
Yeah, I said, we've never been around people that like said that growing up. So yeah, we were, I guess, not ignorant, but just like out of the loop of everything. Because we lived in a neighborhood that didn't have that, like they didn't really worry about that or anything like that. Talk about Star Wars or anything like that.
Yeah,
like, if you talked about that, it was like, get the hell out of here, you stupid idiot, and stuff like that.
About Star Wars? Wait, what?
Yeah, or anything like nerdy like that, or anything like that.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah, anything nerdy like that. They're just like, like who cares about that stuff? Like that's not important. I'm like, all right, cool. Like, all right, whatever. I'll just keep it in my head until someone comes out. I'm like, yeah, we had our buddy Steven.
Yeah.
Came to us. Filled our knowledge with useless junk. But yeah. All right. I guess that should be the end of it before we start throwing punches.
Wait, what?
I'm just joking. But anyway. All right. Yeah. It was a good conversation. Good conversation. Like I said, I wish I was better at thinking, like thinking of my sentences or whatever, my thoughts, portraying my thoughts to you guys. How I feel better, because like I said, I want to say stuff, but I don't know how to put it in words, in the right cognitive state or whatever, how you would say.
So is it like you're trying to pick your words, or you can just tell us just blatantly, like not just curse us out?
I know what he's talking. It's like you know what you want to say, you just can't get it across.
Yeah,
like.
Without feelings hurt?
No, not without feelings hurt. You just can't get it across. You just can't find the words to get it across. Not that you're worried about hurting anybody or making them happy. It's just like you're trying to say it, but you can't say it.
Yeah, Michael's been around me all the time. His whole
life.
So
the words escape you.
Yeah, the words are escaping me. Escape me a whole lot. So I'll be like, "Oh, this is cool," but like, how do I know? Like, I don't know. I don't know how this is cool. Like stuff like that.
That explains a lot.
Yeah, it's just weird to me. It's just like something that's like mentally in like my head.
Yeah,
like,
just,
I would like
it affects me too. It's just like, I want to say something, but it's just like, how do I say it with? What are the words that I need to pull together to put?
Like, and if I do say it, I'm like, is that really the right way?
Is that the right way to say it? Was that the right word to use? Does that actually capture everything that I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
So that's probably not it, because you probably like the way I said it, you could probably pull from it, like,
or something.
You can probably misconstrue it that I'm like being an asshole or something like that,
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I mean, that's what you guys were all quiet at some points, weren't you? When I was talking.
Well, because I was trying to have like you have a lot to say, so it's trying to comprehend everything that's being said at the same time. To me, that's what it is.
Yeah,
I'm trying to comprehend everything that you're trying to say at one time.
Yeah, that's true. I do talk a lot.
And it's not bad. It's just,
is it though?
No,
I'll be quieter.
Because
I'll be quieter.
We got a show we got to fill.
I'll be quieter.
We got a show we got to fill.
I'll be
right out there, and you start talking, Dan.
No, don't do it. No.
Don't make me get over there.
Go on. I'll show you a good time. As in non-sexual, but like probably just feed you food, like a breakfast burrito. That's not sexual either. That's
like I've been told that like if
You got your arm, baby.
Like it's going back to the whole like thinking like you don't want to sound like an asshole. Like I've been known to be very straightforward, so it doesn't like I've been told I'm really straightforward with people. Again, so it doesn't matter to me like if I sound like an a-hole or not. So apparently, so it doesn't like yeah. But I'm just like trying to figure out like what the right words I should use. Yeah, to describe the way I feel or way how I want to say certain things. Yeah,
that's fair.
Because my vocabulary is limited right now. I don't have a very good vocabulary. And I'm like, am I using that word right? I don't know if I'm using that word right. Like, yeah, whatever. Yeah, okay. But in time, I'll figure that out. But anyway. All right, let's end this bad boy, shall we, gentlemen? It's past EJ's bedtime. Okay, that'll be it for this 14th edition of the Journey Into Nerdom podcast. We'll be back next Saturday. That's February, right?
Yeah, February 1st.
February
1st, yeah. Wow. Valentine's is coming upon us. Anyway, all right. Until then, I am SR Native. You can catch me on Twitch, Instagram, and Twitter at SR Native. Go ahead, Mike.
I've been Forever Delicious. You can catch me on Twitter and Twitch. On Twitch at Forever Delicious, and on Twitter at Forever Delicious with the E before the R.
And I've been Zen Pixel. Catch me on Twitter, Instagram, XEN Pixel.
All right. As always, guys, stay safe. Have a good week, and we'll see you next Saturday. Until then, peace.
Bye-bye.
Hey.
Shut up, Mike.
Would you rather fight a
and support your local comic book stores and game shops, please? Thank you. Yes.
They're dying.
Yes, they are dying.
Yes.
All right. Peace out, guys. Later.
Now, otter-sized bear.